Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast, the place to talk about all things comics, movies, TV, video games, and whatever the fuck. Who cares? And porn. Anyway,
Subtle.
today we're just going to be going over some news of the week. A lot of stuff kind of got leaked out, apparently, and I just wanted to kind of start things off with a couple trailers that came out within the hour. First one, which I know that me and that Swifty are excited about. Halloween Kills.
Just brought up his name.
Yes.
I just read a report, like literally a half hour ago, that the trailer got leaked out, and then not too long after that, they just put it out in full. So
they're just like we got found out already.
So how does Halloween Kills place in like the timeline? Like, is it a direct?
Do you want me to explain this, Marvel? Because
is it a direct sequel to, the new Halloween?
Okay. Here's how the timeline goes. I'll do it really fast because there's so many timelines in the Halloween time sphere. So the original lineup of movies. The original lineup of the movies was Halloween 1 through 6, right? So Halloween 1 all the way through Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers.
The H2O one?
No. So after 6, things get a little complicated. So after 6, we have H2O. H2O completely retcons everything after Halloween 2 through 6. So it's only Halloween 1, 2, and H2O. So H2O is technically the third movie. Then you have Halloween Resurrection, which acts as a fourth movie. Then that cuts that off. Nobody cared about Halloween anymore because those movies sucked. Actually, H2O is pretty good.
So that was like a branching timeline?
Yes. So, and Halloween 3 was not even a Halloween movie. They wanted to branch off into different stories. So like Halloween 1 and 2 were like the Michael Myers story. So basically kind of what like American Horror Story is. So like each episode is not connected to one another, but they're just individual Halloween stories.
Yeah, they wanted to make it an anthology. So
yes. And so after not H2A, after Resurrection, they retconned everything and they went to the remake kind of mindset where they made Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. 1 is actually not that bad in my opinion. It's not terrible, but it's literally just a remake of the first movie, just kind of modernized, and they make Michael Myers a total hillbilly. And the second one is just absolute horrible trash. It's horrible. Don't ever set your eyes on that movie. So then 2018, David Gordon Green, or I think his name is, and Danny McBride from Pineapple Express, one of my favorite comedies, directed and wrote Halloween 2020. So Halloween 2020 retcons everything except the first movie. So it's just Halloween 1, and this one takes place 40 years later, and he escapes his insane asylum or intensive treatment center from Arkham Asylum. And
imagine him as a Batman villain.
Batman's on vacation. But yeah, so now Halloween Kills is the sequel, or technically the third movie in this new timeline, which is Halloween 1, Halloween 2020, or Halloween 2018, and now Halloween Kills. So, and then they're gonna make another one after this. Halloween Ends, I think it's called, and then that's it.
So, how many timelines is that? That's like 3 or 4.
Three timelines.
Okay, 3 timelines.
Well, technically 4. If you want to count Season of the Witch.
There's not as many as the X-Men franchise then.
I was just going to say it's still less confusing than X-Men.
I know. But yeah, so that's where we're at now. We're in like the third or fourth timeline, if you want to count Season of the Witch as a different timeline. But so in the trailer, though, we see exactly how he gets out of that building. Because the fire squad comes and the guy like reaches his hand in, and Michael Myers is in the basement and pulls him out and murders that son of a bitch, unfortunately.
So was the new one, was that good?
Was the new one good?
Yeah.
I liked it. It wasn't like
it has issues.
It has issues, but it's definitely a solid reinstallment.
Yeah.
Definitely solid.
You should do a podcast episode where we watch through the Halloween movies.
Like, I can watch it, like, just kind of like out of a night of like, hey, let's watch Halloween. Like I can watch it.
Yeah.
The story is nothing crazy. It's just like they did what my issue too with this new thing though is that they took out Halloween 2, which actually makes so much more sense because he's not just some babysitter killer. He actually wants to kill this chick because it's her sister or his sister. Sorry, pronouns. Well, canceled. But yeah, so his
they, them,
sister,
actually.
yeah, okay, whatever. Alter, you freaking emo M&Mer. So basically, they took that out, which was kind of the
What's an
single-handed.
emo M&M? Did you just
this-
call me white?
Okay, yes, the single-handed, in my opinion, greatest asset this film series had was the connection between Myers and Laurie Strode, because it actually gives Michael a motive to kill her. But they took that out, and now he's just kind of trying to kill her to settle the score after 40 years. Dumbass.
Well, I mean, I don't mind it because it's just like that was more of a last minute thing. So,
Yeah, it's true.
you know, they didn't really want to put it in there, but it was just like, well, they got to have something. And, you know, if they don't want it for this new timeline, then I don't mind it being gone.
Yeah,
But I just hope the movie's good. And
me too.
hopefully by the next movie, you know, we have a satisfying conclusion to everything.
Yeah, because
Until
I
it
mean,
gets rebooted again.
right, exactly.
Will
'Cause,
the
I mean,
Halloween franchise ever end?
probably
Can it?
not.
Probably.
But like the rest of the trailer really is just like a compilation of like a bunch of scenes with Laurie Strode and her granddaughter, and like Michael. Like there's a scene where Michael's like walking through a backyard, and like they did kind of bring the hospital shit back a
a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Like, which is not bad, but is kind of disappointing because it's kind of unoriginal. Like they're just doing the same thing in a sequel. But
I
there
think
is
my,
that.
I think
Go
my
ahead.
favorite detail was the kids that he murders on the playground. They're all wearing the masks from Halloween 3.
Yeah. Yep.
But
That's kind of
I
funny.
like the trailer. Like overall, the trailer, I'd say it's like it was good. Like it was a
Yeah.
lot better than I thought it would.
It
be.
was. Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, I'm sure me and Marvel will know like more of this because we've like seen the movies, but there's throughout the compilation, every scene with Michael is kind of like a reenactment of scenes from all the other movies. Like there's that scene in the house with the boyfriend with the shotgun that's in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. So it's kind of like a jumble clusterfuck of like all the other movies.
So almost like a dedication to the series.
Well, not a dedication, but all the Halloween movies have tended to do that. They like kind of throw little nods to the other movies.
Yeah, it's more just like passing mention than anything. And you know, I don't mind it because it's like, you know, you're kind of forgetting about those movies, but also like at the same time you're, you know, giving your kind of winks and nods, letting you know that they're still there and that fans can still enjoy them in some.
Yeah, that's probably smarter than forgetting them altogether.
The one thing that I think would make the whole series better is if Mustafa Akkad was still alive. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
yeah, I do.
He was like, yeah, me and Marvel are seasoned Halloween fans here.
I'm not a seasoned horror movie fan, so.
But he passed away in like a bombing in the Middle East in 2006.
Oh wow!
But he was like one of the original. Was he a co-creator or co-writer for Halloween?
Assalamu alaikum.
He was a producer.
I
think.
Well, either way, he was involved with Halloween in a big way, and he was credited in every movie actually, except for the remakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I hope John Carpenter does the score again. I'm not sure if they mentioned that or not yet.
I mean, it's like a safe assumption that he'd come back for that.
Yeah.
Having some involvement in this new timeline. So
yeah. But yeah, so Halloween Kills, ladies and gentlemen, October. Let's wait on it. I'll be getting back into my Halloween spirits soon. I'll rewatch all the movies, even the bad ones.
Playing Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Cough, cough, Revenge of Michael Myers.
I mean, I already have a video or an episode of the podcast talking about the whole Halloween franchise. You can go watch that if you want to know what I think.
Mhm.
You know, it'd be cool to do
Just
sometime.
milking it for views.
yeah.
What?
If-
AJ, you were saying something.
If I did a first time watch through of the franchise with you guys
You
for
should.
like the podcast.
You should.
It'll be
Mhm.
it'll be a joined effort with me because I've only seen the original and then the newest remake,
Okay.
and then John
I-
Carpenter's because I found that at a
I
Goodwill
have-
once, and I thought,
I
or
have
not John
not
Carpenter.
seen.
Carpenter. Why did I say that? I meant
I
Roger.
have not seen 1 second of any of the movies.
Well, you should. The first movie's an instant class. I mean, everyone should see the first one, even if you're not
Go watch the
interested.
trailer and you'll see like 2 minutes of it. It's great.
Yeah.
I've been interested in like John Carpenter's filmography.
Yeah.
Because I saw a little bit of The Thing once. It looked interesting.
It was really great.
Well,
I've never seen The Thing, but I played the original Xbox game, and that game's great.
I haven't played that, and I actually wanted to try it, but yeah. So let's move on to the second thing. Marvel. Did you want to talk about Shang-Chi next?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we were recording a podcast. I'm being honest. I was zoned in on my DS.
So Shang-Chi got another trailer within the hour. Like it was like 30 minutes
Yes,
ago or something. Like
And
30, 40
people are
minutes ago.
actually interested
Another
in this
one?
movie only because of the Abomination.
Well,
I can say I'm one of those people. I'm sorry, but
I was
didn't-
already interested in it because I,
didn't- I
love
didn't care about
Kung
this
Fu
movie.
movies.
I did not care about this movie.
I'm interested in it because there's a Marvel logo on it.
Well, I'm
every kid nowadays are like, oh, it's Marvel. It must be incredible.
interested in. I was already interested in it because I love Kung Fu movies.
Yeah,
Also-
me too. Yeah.
Also, it has
I'm
the 10
a
rings.
Kung Fu fan.
So-
I like that Batman movie that came out like 2 months ago. So I have to like Kung Fu movies.
oh yeah, right, that one.
Oh yeah, right. That one.
Like most of all, it's gonna be awesome that we're actually getting the 10 rings. Like, as you all know, I love and adore Iron Man 3,
I know.
but I'm glad we're finally getting the 10
Quit
rings.
talking about it.
And the Mandarin's in this movie, right?
Is he?
Yeah,
Probably.
he is.
Well, the fake Mandarin.
Like, I love the Mandarin from the comics.
Me too.
It would have been so cool if he actually got to go against Iron Man, though.
I'm an actor.
I do.
had to throw that in. It's the
I
best
did
thing
love-
ever.
I did love Ben Kingsley as the fake Mandarin, though.
So did I.
It doesn't really bother me, even though I love the Mandarin.
No. Like,
Wait,
it
is the
doesn't
real
bother me.
Mandarin in this movie or the fake Mandarin? Who's in it?
No, the real Mandarin is in
The
it.
real Mandarin.
The guy nobody cared about.
Is Batman in this movie?
Oh my gosh, yeah, Ben Affleck. He's making an appearance.
Does this tie into the Flash at all? I got a
No.
fan theory that actually connects.
They're
to the new
they're
season
mixing
of,
the universes.
The new season of Batwoman.
So,
gosh.
someone proposed that Damien Chazelle should make a superhero movie, and I was like, dude, he should make a Music Meister movie,
Hmm.
and it would be cool. It would be cool. It would be funny if they do it. If they
Well-
did a Music Meister movie
Bro, I
with
don't
Ben
care
Affleck.
what movie it is, as long as they say based on a comic book, I'm watching it.
All right, well, let's get into the thing that everybody's talking about, though, the appearance of Abomination.
Yeah, and Wong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wong, my man Wong.
Long dong.
I mean,
Does that mean every Marvel project from here on out is connected to the multiverse? The multiverse plot?
who knows at this point, honestly?
I mean,
I know it's
Loki,
like it's the
Connected
same
to
shit
that
with
man's
DC
humongous
too. They're
kid.
both falling into that. Unfortunately,
Falcon
that
and the
bad
Winter
bitch.
Soldier was the only Marvel thing that hasn't been connected to the multiverse thing.
And by the way, that show is really good because of that. Not just because of that, but I like that about the show. Gosh, excuse me. I'm choking on water.
Loki is
I
a
don't want
Loki
Animal
is a
Crossing. I
banger
can just
though.
break into
I haven't
random
watched
people's
it.
house.
I haven't watched Loki yet.
I love it so far. The first
I'm
3 episodes are
I'm sure
perfect.
we'll get into it at another date, but like back to the trailer. Like I
Yeah,
knew that Abomination was coming back because they said he was going to be in She-Hulk, but it was
yeah. I thought he was just gonna be in that.
yeah, it was
I
still
was
nice
like,
to
what?
see him come back.
Just only show up in Hulk projects.
But why the hell? Here's the problem, though. I don't think we're ever gonna get a Hulk movie again.
Sadly.
And they're bringing back Abomination really for nothing because now
I
he
thi-
will be sick in She-Hulk. I'm really excited for She-Hulk actually, but I want to see him fight Hulk. I want to see them settle unfinished business. Like I want a Hulk storyline with sorry to bust your balls, everyone, but Edward Norton. But we're not going to get that. But I want to see that character in the MCU continue.
Multiverse.
I feel like Mark Ruffalo doesn't have much more time as the Hulk.
I
Because
feel like the
I
Hulk
feel like
doesn't have
he's
much more time as the Hulk in the MCU.
That's why
I just-
She-Hulk's coming.
I just
Right.
feel like he's definitely going to be sent off. Like,
But that's the
probably
problem.
during
He never
She-Hulk.
had that much time. He had one movie, and everybody sleeps on it. By the way, I really enjoy the Incredible Hulk. And
I
like,
thought it was a good movie.
It's alright.
shut up, Alter. Nobody cares.
It's alright. Like I didn't say it was bad. It's
Okay,
alright.
8 Miles.
I mean, it's
I
not my favorite
mean,
Phase
from a
1
film
movie, but,
standpoint, it's just alright. But
yeah,
from
it's
like
like
an Eminem standpoint, it's a
it's not my
masterpiece.
favorite Phase 1 movie, but it's
Oh,
like
I thought we were talking about 8 Mile. Hold on.
I think it's definitely overhated, and I think it's a good entry in
It doesn't
the
deserve to be hated. It's just like
Marvel universe. It's not like a favorite of mine, but I think it's a good movie.
it actually is a favorite of mine, even though I don't think it's the greatest Marvel movie. That was just the first Marvel movie from the MCU that I ever watched.
Iron Man was the first for
Mine
me.
was Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2, or you're saying it was Iron Man as well? Like it was Iron
Iron-
Man 2?
No, I'm
Iron Man-
Iron Man 2, the second, the
Oh,
sequel.
okay. That's okay.
Iron Man 1
Sorry,
was
I'm
my
proper.
first Marvel movie. I mean, not my first Marvel movie, but you know.
Shut up, Tom Nook. Oh, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, I mean, fine trailer. You know, it it makes me want to see more of like these kind of underused villains because,
Mhm.
like, you know, he's
Is
not
Whiplash
like
dead?
yeah, he's dead.
Oh, that sucks.
Like it's just like I know that some of these villains like they're dead, but I would love to see like kind of flashbacks to even just
They're all
like,
dead. All right, listen.
Yeah.
Headcanon, every Marvel villain is dead.
You know what I was hoping for Endgame? I was hoping that Thanos was gonna resurrect like a bunch of old villains for like an ultimate face-off, you know?
Well,
I
That
thought it would
would've
have been
been-
cool. You know, like Red Skull against Captain America. Maybe Ironmonger against Iron Man. You know.
Still waiting for leaders' time to shine.
I mean, heck, you could even bring back like an evil version of Loki. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if they ever do a Secret Wars movie, that's definitely an idea that they should pull for that.
I think I'm too smart for the MCU. You know, I have so many great ideas.
Yeah.
Like, if they kept Iron Man, he could do Secret Invasion. But
Yeah. Well,
remember Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
any other thoughts on the trailer before we move on?
It
I
just
haven't
makes
seen
me
it, dog.
it just makes me even more excited for this movie. I mean, I was already excited for this movie. Well, it's like this third most excited movie, you know?
Yeah.
Most excited movie is probably Multiverse of Madness because Sam Raimi, Multiverse, you know. And then, you know, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And then Shang-Chi.
I want to see Christian Bale in that.
Same.
I just want to see what he does.
Yeah. But yeah, good trailer. Definitely better than the last one. That's it. So let's talk about Smallville for a second.
Marvel,
I get to talk about Smallville. No one else.
please don't let him talk about Smallville.
I get to talk about Smallville, and you can mute Alter because he knows nothing.
So I get to talk about my love
wait.
for.
Okay, I'll do this. Through a cameo, which is you either know or you don't, but through a cameo, Tom Welling told a fan that there's a animated continuation of Smallville in the works with Michael Rosenbaum, who's the Michael Rosenbaum. If you know what I mean.
That's horrible.
Okay. Shut up, please.
And
shut up.
I cannot express how excited I am for this series because I am the biggest Smallville fan you will ever meet because it's a masterpiece.
We know.
And I can't wait. Especially since we're going to get Tom Welling in the suit in animation, which I think is awesome.
So can we get Beware the Batman season 2 yet?
No. Nobody cares about Beware the Batman.
HBO Max.
You'd be surprised about the sub-Twitter. Like the sub-Twitter community that loves Beware the Batman.
There's a reason that Beware the Batman has 2 seasons and Smallville is 10.
Doesn't even have 2. It got canceled.
Good.
They split up the first season and then dumped half of it on Adult Swim.
Right.
As they should.
I mean, Adult Swim's a great network for Batman, but God.
I'm just glad we're getting a new Batman show that's not trash.
Yeah, I know, right? Batman the Brave and the Bold was so terrible.
Batman Brave and the Bold was art.
Anyway, back to Smallville. I mean, I can't say much because, I haven't watched Smallville in a decade. So,
I watched Smallville today. So
I know.
Suck it.
Well, I know. But
you haven't already?
What? Anyways, we know one person won't be in the cast. Allison Mack, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I'm expecting they're either gonna say she died or whatever, or they'll recast her. I hope they just recast her because I think the character is a great addition to the Superman mythos.
My question is will any of this tie into Crisis, or are they just going to...
I hope not. I seriously hope not. Just forget it ever happened.
Screw Smallville. I can't wait for that iCarly reboot.
iCarly reboot is trash. So
shut up, AJ.
It's garbage.
I'm excited for it.
You retard.
I like the original show, but
me too.
The reboot's garbage.
You've never even seen it.
It's a good show.
Come out yet.
The reboot's not even out yet. Shut up.
It is out, and I saw a few clips.
Is it out?
Yeah, the first episode is out. You morons.
I'm done.
I'm gonna watch it right now. Hold on. Well, I'm leaving the podcast to go watch the iCarly reboot.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding, but I don't have Paramount Plus. I'm not that rich.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has it, but yeah, I don't really have much else to say.
I don't think anyone ever
Anybody
has
else want to chime in before we move on to something else? And
let's move on.
Okay, so I guess next we'll talk about the Flash set leaks, and we're getting a lot of photos, or we got a lot of photos this week from from members of the cast, Michael Keaton, Ezra Miller, whoever the hell's playing Iris West, I don't remember. But I think the most interesting one...
Hot woman.
The most interesting one is the Supergirl.
Yeah, Sasha Cal. Sasha Cal.
She's
Is that how you
beautiful as
say
my
it?
wife.
Your wife. So it's a neat suit. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
It just looks like a girl version of Henry Cavill's suit. Why am I hearing myself echo?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think it'll look great when it has the cape though, and I hope
Yeah, it's like the
I hope it has boots too.
it's
It is
this
just
is like what I've heard.
It's
This is
just a
just
stunt
like
suit.
a stunt double suit.
yeah, it's just a stunt suit. It's not the actual
Bro,
suit
who's
you're gonna
playing
see.
the Xbox? How many background noises am I hearing?
But also,
But yeah, just
Marvel.
like
Did
oh,
you
never mind, you go.
notice in the Ezra Miller set leak that he's wearing the flash ring?
The what?
Barry's wearing the flash ring in one of the set.
I did not know that.
Excuse me.
I will
I'm
have
so
to
sorry.
go look back at that.
It's a
Jesus
little
Christ, we're supposed
detail.
to be recording a podcast, you animal.
Shut it.
It's a very proper podcast, you know, even though I'm pretty sure one of us accidentally said the N-word once. That
That was
one
you.
person might be me. I meant to say something else, I swear. Hang around
Sure,
my friends too much, you end up saying something else.
I totally believe you.
Okay, well, I think this podcast is close to over.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Well,
if
let me just say this one thing. And that one thing is that I'm not saying we all, but a lot of people clowned Robert Pattinson's suit when those set leaks came out, even though that was only a stunt suit as well.
also it's awesome.
So if you clown this suit, that if you clown this suit, pretty much you're not giving it a chance because it's only the stunt suit, and
Also,
everyone now loves
there
Robert
were some
Pattinson's
people
suit.
that were saying it was bad because because she has short hair, which means she's not attractive. Which I can
I
say,
know a lot of people say it's because she's not white.
and I can say
So there's
neither
that
of these
too.
things are true. I mean, she's as attractive as any other Supergirl.
She looks better than the one in the CW. Her stunt double costume is way better than the actual suit they have for her
I like them
in the
both.
CW. I mean, it's not bad on the CW. It's an alright suit, but like even just this stunt suit itself is still better in my opinion. It lays a better foundation.
I think if if Sasha's suit had red boots, and if I saw her cape on, I'd have to,
Well, there is an image of her wearing the cape, but it's below 144p, and it's taken on a Nokia phone in black and white.
Visible.
Someone took their grandma's 1998 Nokia and was like, "Hey, I can make it work."
Because that's how you leak set pics and all that.
I found it funny that David F. Sandberg was like, I don't know how long it's gonna be until these suits are leaked. So he just shows the picture.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a direct.
I mean, to be fair,
to what
can we
happened.
also talk about Michael Keaton?
What about him? The pictures?
Well, I just mostly want to appreciate the fact that he's back and he looks fine for his age. Like he actually looks just like a gray-haired version of his Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he does. He does look really good.
Michael Keaton cleans up nice, so.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people complaining, saying he'd be too old, but if he was able to pull off Vulture really well in Homecoming, he can do at least like a small version of Batman.
I do have to say, when I saw that set picture, it reminded me of Old Man Bruce from Batman Beyond, which is awesome.
I mean, they might
He
go
gave
down
me
there.
Dark Knight Returns vibes.
He could literally do either, because Michael Keaton is one of the most fit. How old is he? 70?
71 now, I think.
Yeah. He's one of the most fit 70-year-olds I've ever met. I mean, seen.
Why can't we do both? Why can't we have like a Dark Knight Returns that goes into like a Batman?
Well, in my head canon, like if I were to have my own DC universe, I thought it would be cool if there was like he got pretty old, so it was Dark Knight Returns, and then eventually he went to the Batman Beyond suit, and then everything that happened in the pilot happens.
Well,
that would be my head.
He's like 70 in Batman Beyond and only 50 in The Dark Knight Returns.
Exactly.
So we can say that
He's
within that
older
20
than
years he got the
he's
suit.
older than 70 in Batman Beyond. He's 90.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense then. Okay, so we can even make Dark Knight Returns Bruce a little bit older then. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, they can literally take Michael Keaton in a whole bunch of avenues, but
I do want to see him in the suit.
They go in every single one of them. Also, can we bring back Bale? Please, God.
I mean,
just once.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, we're definitely going to see him in the suit, like, for this movie. And, I mean, whether, you know, how they bring him to the main universe, if they are set on him being the main DC Universe Batman, you know.
I'm thinking he's more of a consultant role, like kind of like in Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't become the main DCEU's Bruce Wayne. I really hope they do get either a younger actor, or they find a way to bring back Ben Affleck, or they find a way to bring Robert Pattinson, something like that.
I don't want to see.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like a main. I don't feel like a main DCEU Batman should be someone who sits on the sidelines like Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I definitely would want to eventually get to a point where we could actually have a Justice League.
Yeah, I want Justice League, and you ever see that episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold where he's like got the wheelchair that transforms into a suit?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Justice League movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna. You know what? Screw it. Let's just have that be a thing.
Not gonna lie.
Why not?
I would love a Justice League movie that was Michael Keaton, Linda Carter, Brandon Routh, and
John Wesley Shipp.
Yeah, I was about to say John Wesley Shipp. That's like my ideal.
If Christopher Reeve was still alive, it would be terrible if you said that his wheelchair can turn into his suit too.
What?
If Christopher Reeve was still alive, it would be terrible if you said that his wheelchair can turn into his suit too.
Shut your mouth.
That's going on Twitter. I'm tweeting that right now. Hold up.
I am stopping all capacity to.
I think
drive where you are.
Would be like just keep Affleck, or get sort of a Batman who's either like slightly younger or like in that kind of age range that Affleck was, and then for Keaton, you just do a Batman Beyond movie within his universe. Like I think that'd be really awesome. But
also after watching one of the most recent episodes of Superman and Lois, I find it interesting how much they're distancing themselves from the Arrowverse. Like, I feel like there's a possibility it's just its own universe. So I'm wondering if they're planning on moving him over to the movies ever.
I don't know.
Robert Pattinson DCU. I'm a big fan of that idea.
Like, imagine. I mean, I want.
Like, just imagine that not Batman. Imagine that Justice League movie where it's Robert Pattinson as Batman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and then just whoever as Superman. It doesn't matter at this point.
Hmm. Yeah, it's all interchangeable.
Whether it's Henry Cavill or the CW guy, or if it's my drunk uncle.
Yeah. I hate the perfect casting for Superman.
What? What's the perfect casting?
Shows up on set. Hey, I'm Superman. It's like, oh god, here he comes. Did I do my lines right, Ricky? I don't think you did.
Oh my gosh.
This is not going in, is it?
I don't know. That's what he's called to me.
What are we even doing?
Is he editing?
At this point, I don't know.
I mean, we talked about the set photos, so is there anything else we need to discuss? Or at least we had planned?
Not really. I mean, Marvel, anything?
Snyder Cut Blu-ray.
We can
Sounds.
talk about that.
I'm buying it day one.
It looks cool, and I'm gonna buy it, even though I probably won't watch Man of Steel.
Bro, 8 discs? Ultimate edition of BVS? 4K Blu-ray? They got special features.
I still haven't.
We finally
seen
get a
the
physical
Ultimate Edition
of
BBS.
Shut up, I'm not done talking. We got the physical version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then I mentioned 8 discs.
Did you know?
Oh my god.
You did
Hey,
mention 8 discs.
Did you know they didn't let
I'm
him
mentioning it
the
again.
Joker deleted scene on the DVD?
They didn't what?
They didn't let him put the Joker deleted scene on the DVD.
What the? We live in a society.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Look up on YouTube. So.
Maybe it's better that we leave that off. Maybe one of the discs is the black and white version.
I don't really care that they didn't, let him put it on there. I just thought it was interesting.